Hello, Aquarius. Thank you for coming back to the Elephant Key for your 2022 June reading. June makes a year now that I've been at this. It's slowly growing, but most of the people who watch don't subscribe. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so you're notified the next time I post a video. I work a whole full-time job, so I don't have a lot of time. I have to find time to do it because I love it. And sometimes I get it right. Excuse me, it's hot as balls here in Michigan. So, I'm trying to maintain my body temperature. We're going to start with the interactive cards. These give us an idea, a little peek into the emotions that you might be feeling for June. So we'll just dive right in. Aquarius. All right, the first card. It's a cyclone. It's wreaking havoc on a town underneath and just destroying everything in its paths. How does that relate? Okay, then we have, looks like somebody who is really grumpy and he's drawing a line in the sand. He is making himself comfortable. He is not happy with the situation. He's had enough and he's drawing a line in the sand. It's about his comfortability. So we have an event that is creating chaos and destroying everything in its path. Then this person who is fed up and drawing a line in the sand. He's not sacrificing his comfortability. And then I swear to God, this thing keeps popping up every reading. Almost every reading, this sucker is popping up. It makes sense. We're going into June. There's a bonfire. There's a party. People celebrating, gathering together, maybe overindulging a little bit. And Aquarius, you're finding yourself in the center of attention. You're standing out among the crowd. So we're going to jump right into tarot. All right, Aquarius. What is the current situation for Aquarius? What is the focus for Aquarius? Okay, we have the cyclone, and now we have the tower in reverse. This is either dodging a bullet, a sudden change, a shocking event, or it's prolonging the shocking event. Something that's bound to happen, something that you know in your heart of hearts is going to happen, and yet you do not, you're prolonging the situation. Let's get a little clarity on that. Tower in reverse for Aquarius. All right. The Empress in reverse. A loss of power. This is a divine feminine who has lost her power, or is feeling vulnerable. Feeling vulnerable and weak to her situation or a circumstance. Someone who... So the Empress is... She encompasses all four queens in the deck. And, you know, she is a life bringer. She is perpetually pregnant. She creates. And when it's in the reverse position, we're seeing this Empress very downtrodden, very at a loss of power, very impoverished, in a slump where there's no, it's like walking through cement. All right. What's crossing this situation? What's crossing this situation for Aquarius? Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody is pulling back their love. Somebody is pulling back their affections. They're pouring into their own cup. They're not feeding someone's need for affection. Someone is tired of giving. Someone's starting to give to themselves. Someone has put the lid on the cup. Someone feels taken advantage of emotionally, not appreciated. This is, we also have the moon. Right, the moon indicates emotions or illusions. You see that there's a dog and a wolf. The dog has loyalty. The wolf is only loyal to themselves. We have the scorpionic energy of the lobster coming out of the water. And we're not seeing things as clearly as we would under the light of the sun. So something could be hidden under the light of the moon. The moon also indicates intuition. So what's crossing this is questioning loyalties. Maybe somebody set up an illusion. Someone isn't giving all the information. Someone's holding some of that back, and then the Queen of Cups kind of pulling back a little bit as well. All right. This is also Pisces energy. And we also have some Scorpionic energy happening here. What is it that helping or hindering this situation? What is it, the Crown? Death in reverse, prolonging the end. Prolonging the end of something. And as one of my clients advised me, that this doesn't always have to be outside interference. This isn't always the effect of something from the outside affecting us internally. Sometimes this is something internally affecting us. This may be our own shit. Maybe there's a part of us that needs to be surrendered, that doesn't serve us anymore. And we also have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Someone isn't feeling, basically someone isn't feeling appreciated. Someone is not feeling, they're not taking ownership. Someone isn't taking personal accountability for something, and it has to come to an end. So this has to stop. Or something has stopped. Something has come to an end. Because someone just wasn't feeling gratified. This was not a satisfying situation. Jesus, it's shitty. Sorry, Aquarius. What can't you see? What's hidden? You know, this can also indicate, oh, two cards came out. Death in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse can also indicate failing to see things to be appreciative of. Or the things that you were appreciative of have come to an end. The Empress is in reverse again, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. All right, communication has come to a stop. What you can't see, what's hidden, is that this disempowered situation is due to a lack of communication. There, a lack of action on somebody's part, a lack of motivation. Um, this is something that it almost feels like because someone isn't communicating, there's a miscommunication. You know, it's kind of like, oh, I didn't reach out to them. Well, the phone works both ways. It's clarified by the Two of Cups in reverse, a broken vow, promise, or contract, a separation of two people. It's like a no contact order. Going gray rock, somebody ghosting the fuck out of someone else. There seems to be some, it's like an illusion for someone here. It's like someone was being used and then they just disappeared, got what they wanted and disappeared. What is the effects of the past for Aquarius? Okay, Queen of Cups in reverse again. The effects of the past. The effects of the past is someone withholding their love. I feel like I'm talking to an Aquarius who is looking for love outside themselves. And, you know, I have an Aquarius Moon, so I can relate with this. Not doing the inner work and trying to find happiness outside myself. Right up until 2016, I was on that path. And that's clarified by the Seven of Cups in reverse, illusions. Opportunities that weren't real opportunities, they were just illusions. Trickery, smoke screens. Dealing with the ego, trying to look for something plausible outside yourself so you didn't have to deal with what was going on inside yourself. Or you could be dealing with, look, this could maybe isn't even your energy, Aquarius. This could be somebody you're dealing with that is exhibiting these patterns. In the past, you may have been dealing with a water sign who was always looking for the bigger, better deal. Like they always had a plan B. And there may have been a lot of heartache from that, and it might have jaded you a little bit. What's going on in the near future for Aquarius? All right. Knight of Wands. This is, oh no, sorry. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. This is an opportunity for a forward movement in the tangible material things in your life, your finances, you know, the way you spend your time. You know, this is an opportunity to reach out for additional resources, material wealth. This is an offer, a new opportunity for a job. Oh, shoot, it's hot. And that's indicated by the Six of Swords, walking away. Forward movement. Moving from these stormy waters, this rough stuff underneath, and into the calm above. And you've got truth and clarity in the boat with you. But it hasn't gone without a lot of thought. You know, swords indicate a lot of thinking, a lot of analyzing. Put a lot of thought into this, but it's almost as soon as you make the decision to move forward, opportunities start coming to you in means of ways of providing for yourself. Satiating your needs for more energy and time to do what you want. How are you seeing yourself, Aquarius? You got a lot of water energy here. Could be dealing with a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You're seeing yourself as the Six of Swords. You have to give me a minute here. Which is this? These are the same cards, just in different suits. Moving away. Moving on. Trailing a new path. Moving forward. You see yourself moving forward. You see yourself moving on from it. And that is clarified by the High Priestess, following your intuition, your gut. You know, having that extrasensory insight, Aquarius. So, I gotta tell you, I gotta stop for a second. If I'm being totally honest, my Aquarius Moon makes me seem like I'm aloof to the people who love me. It can make me feel like I'm distant or separate from or disconnected. And I'm really not. It's just that I feel things so fucking deeply that I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to be on a level of intimacy that's going to hurt that much more. So yeah, with an Aquarius Moon, I can seem like I don't care about a situation. You know, I really do. But once I'm done, I give zero. I give fucking zero fucks. And that is what I'm feeling right here. Your gut is telling you moving forward is where it's at. How are others seeing you? How are others seeing you, Aquarius? Seeing you as the King of Swords, exactly what I was talking about. Determined, clear-cut, to the point, focused, penetrating. That's it. He's a very good communicator. He can seem a little cold and distant. And he doesn't waste a lot of time on the intricacies. He's just to the point. Cold cut. Like, this is what it is, this is what it isn't. Clarified by the Chariot in reverse. Someone has a hard time moving forward from that. They see you unable to budge, unable to be moved, unable to be swayed. All right, what's your hopes and fears, Aquarius? I'm feeling like I'm going to wait until I get a little more information. Your fear is that you're not going to have enough to give to yourself. Your fear is that you're not going to have another opportunity for love, and that it's going to pass you by, and that this will become a missed opportunity. That you're afraid that maybe you have it wrong, like you're questioning yourself in terms of this relationship. Like, for all intents and purposes, you have every reason to feel the way you do, but there's still that little nagging in the back of your mind that asks yourself if you're overreacting. And your hope is that you're able to move on, take a leap of faith, move forward. This is hope. This is the faith card. So that's definitely your hope and your fear. Your hope is that you can move forward with a new beginning. Your fear is that maybe you got it wrong. So then what's the outcome? I feel like you've got a lot of input from people that have no business inputting. And maybe they're well-meaning, but there are a lot of people that have a lot to say about this situation. They're really, it's irrelevant what they think and what they say. I mean, they mean well, they're wanting to be supportive, but some of what they have to say isn't very helpful. Knight of Swords. Moving forward rapidly. Moving forward on an opportunity rapidly. This is an opportunity. This is things that stimulate your mind, your thinking, and you're taking quick action. What are you taking action on? What are you taking action on, Aquarius? Spirit, what is on ending a situation? Either ending a mindset, ending the situation altogether, just calling it quits so that something better can come into your life. I want to get a little more clarity. Something happens rapidly here. The end of something comes rather quick. What is this the end of? What is this the end of? Seven of Swords in reverse. This is the end of the lying, the sneaking. Someone trying to get away with something. This is nipping that right in the bud. This is the end of wondering if someone's telling you the truth, if they're lying to you. It's the end of the betrayal. What else do you have for me? How does this end? Ace of Swords. The truth comes out. The truth, you get clarity. This is like a championship. This is like victory. The truth comes out. Somebody tried to get away with a lie, and it all comes down on them. What just came out of my deck here? The Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is self-imposed prison. This is imprisonment of the mind. This is you questioning yourself, wondering what's going on. Is this shit that I'm doing to myself, or is this really happening? Did somebody do something to me, or did I create this for myself? And that Five of Swords, this is you walking away with the truth. This is the victory after a long-fought battle. So I don't know exactly what the hell you're going through this month, Aquarius. But this is an indication of what was pulled in the beginning. Here's that tower moment with that cyclone. And there's you setting boundaries. Like, I'm not letting anything get any more in the middle of my comfort, in my comfortability. I'm done with this big fucking cloud over my head. And then here you are. You have to watch your indulgence. You know, you might... when we're on one end of the pendulum, it's a long swing to the other. So just be careful that you don't go into excesses in the middle of this. You know, one thing that I'm reminded of, I just had this conversation today with a friend. If you don't deal with issues that if you don't deal with your own internal issues, this being hurt in the past, dealing with someone's ego and false opportunities, if you don't deal with whatever brought you to that situation, you're just going to keep encountering this over and over again with different people, but it's the same story. And it may even get worse and worse each time that you deal with a new person, but it's the same story. So take some time to yourself. Take some time to heal. And I'll be doing a bonus mid-month reading for your air signs. Catch me then. Thank you, and have a good June.